Hey viewers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about drain, waste, and vent plumbing. Plumbers have almost completed, close enough for a video, completed the drain, waste, and vent plumbing for the house. So I figured I'd take you through and show you kind of what they did and kind of what to expect. So we're starting upstairs in one of the upstairs baths. This is what the rough-in, or I guess what they call top out for the sink looks like. So this is a bathroom sink. You can see the pipe goes down and connects to the rest of the drain system down below. And it just stubs out, I think it's 1.25 inches for the sink. And then we have a 2-inch vent pipe that goes up, and right now it terminates. Eventually these vents are gonna have to go through the roof. As much as I hate doing roof penetrations for spray foam, we have to do that for the plumbing. So that will go up and out through the roof. All plumbing systems need a vent. You need a way to bring fresh air into the system. Otherwise, when you want the sink to drain, the tub to drain, the toilet to flush, etc., if it can't bring that air along with it, it'll kind of gurgle or not flow well because there's kind of a vacuum in the line, and you need a way to break all that. So venting is very important. In the upstairs they set, it's called the closet flange. This is basically where the toilet attaches to. They actually set these upstairs with the subfloor, and they actually put a gap on it. They actually shimmed material under there like 1/2 inch, so that when you're doing your final tile work, you kind of tile under there, and everything lines up with the finished floor. In this case here, shower. For the shower, it's just a standpipe, and you can kind of see down there, we'll see it below, but they put in a P-trap. Every fixture needs a P-trap. That is the little curvy thing, all right, that holds water in the fixture, and that is what prevents a backup of sewer gases from coming into your home and stinking up the place, and I'm sure it has some other uses too. But every fixture, so the shower's got one. Toilets have a P-trap built in, so they do not require one. The sink has a P-trap under the sink, right, where the drain goes, all right, inside the cabinetry, so you don't put one in at this time. Moving right along to the Jack and Jill bathroom. As you might expect, it looks very similar, just a pair of sinks. You'll notice they had to kick these pipes out a little bit away from the wall. Now this will be all hidden by cabinetry, but they had to do this because underneath they had to miss a joist, and I don't know if you can see it under there or not. I'll let you try, but you can see the joist just to the kind of top of frame there. They had to kick that just a little bit to miss the joist. So these things happen. Be prepared for it whenever you're at this phase where you've got this nice, pretty new house that are framed and all the wood's intact and everything, and then the tradesmen come in and hack it up. Going into the other part of the bathroom here, closet flange, same way. Here's the rough-in for the tub. All right, so again, just another 2-inch kind of standpipe, and there's a P-trap below, and cut that to length when we actually set the tub and connect the tub drain to it. So I will take you downstairs and show you the first floor, and we can see the upstairs fixtures from below, so you can kind of get a better view of those P-traps and how everything works. So, walking downstairs. Sorry for a shaky cam. Let's see here. We'll start in the master bath because that's closest. All right. So walking in, and here's stub out for my sink. All right. Now on the first floor, for the toilets and closet flanges, they do not set them yet. They will just, we'll leave it like that. We'll put the finished floor on, then we'll flush cut the pipe from there and then set the closet flange. I can see there's the vent pipe that they installed that used to be sticking up. They cut that and they actually routed it around that piece of drywall backer, and it's basically shooting straight up, paralleling the chimney and going through the roof. Again, wife's sink, similar thing. You'll notice everywhere they have all these pipes, they put these nailer plates. This is required. You have to protect that pipe because it's I believe it's 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches from the edge of the stud. If you're within that, you have to put these nail these nail plates. That way when the drywallers come or anybody's trying to fasten into that wall, you don't want them to pierce that pipe. Because, I mean, nail gun versus pipe, nail gun wins, right? Pipe loses. So you want to have that metal plate there to deflect the nails or screws or whatever. And there's the tub that they actually screwed up and they moved the drain when they shouldn't, so they got to move it back, so that's fun. But again, for the soaking tub, just a pipe up out of the ground, and the P-trap is buried in there. Likewise, the master shower, there's going to be a P-trap buried in there underneath the concrete, and that's for all these fixtures in the concrete. We had those boxes that we left dirt in and not fill the concrete in before, just for this purpose, so we can access it. So there's that vent pipe going all the way up, and it'll eventually penetrate the roof there. Moving along. Last things they did, we'll go to the guest suite bathroom just so you can see it. A lot of this is very repetitive, right? More of the same. See them all. So there's the sink with the vent going up. Now this one is interesting. Instead of venting to the roof or tying into the other venting system, we chose to do what's called a Studer vent. So you can see it's right there. Basically, this is the kind of vent that you have in your sink, like the kitchen island was gonna have one of these, where if you need to vent the plumbing, but you don't want to penetrate the roof, you have this option, provided that the vent is actually accessible. In case it fails, you can replace it. Nowadays, kind of the modern Studer vents, they are very reliable. They work very well. And I would rather have this versus some crazy piping through the house that may not work as well as we want, or another roof penetration out the front of the house that looks really ugly. So this is a good option. And this was, again, something we didn't plan for, but due to circumstances, it made sense to do it this way. And it's attic accessible, so it's not a big deal. So there's the good view of the P-trap for the shower from above. So you can kind of see it. You can see how when water flows, a little bit of water will always stay in that the bottom portion of that pipe, and that's what blocks the sewer gases. So here's kind of if you recall, we had this 3-inch stub up from the concrete earlier, and this is what they use to connect everything. So the big pipe is the toilet, all right? And then the shower feeds into that, and then you can see the sink also feeds into that. So pretty cool how they run all this. Next up, the half bath, more of the same, right? Just a normal sink and a vent. There's the other big plumbing stack, and this is what's feeding the Jack and Jill bathroom. And you can see there's probably a better view of there's the toilet and the tub. This is where it gets kind of funky, right? Oh, no. So that is well, I'd have to look. Hard for me to actually see exactly where it's going. But you can see how close we were to that, those joists, and why we had to kick the pipes out a little bit. So I guess the last thing is the dog washing station, right? And they moved the drain where we wanted it. We're gonna put it in this corner and just stubbed up a pipe. There should be a P-trap buried in there. That's about it. So, oh, and then the laundry. So for the washing machine, right, we've got now our laundry box installed. I mounted the box and then they connected to it. And so we've got our laundry and then a vent for the laundry going up, and that will tie in to the rest of the plumbing system. So that's drain, waste, vent, plumbing in a nutshell, and kind of what they did for our house. I'm glad I hired it out, because it would have taken me way longer than a day, because they did all that in a day. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.